don't quite remember what I was doing. I know I talked to the crew in here, trying to intimidate them. And I need to send the body off. I found the bullet in the head. Let's look. Okay, Tuesday. Oh, I am investigating for what's her name? The lady on the boat. So do that. I'll investigate the drivers. Then she'll tell me more information. Start with this one.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
Sounds like the same voice as the dude on the railing. You seem like a man who knows about drugs.
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back.
Uh-huh.
Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know?
Oh, I know.
But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
Do you finance those other addictions with drug trafficking? No. I need to get high and look and find a dealer? Maybe. Let me be straight with you. I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs. Okay, 1 and 3 are bad. 2 isn't great, but 1 and 3 are worse. I need to get high,
Hey,
man.
That's serious criminal talk. Are you trying to pose some sort of an entrapment thing on me?
Well, if I were, I wouldn't tell you.
Is a practice whereby an officer of the law induces a person to commit a criminal offense that the person would have otherwise been unlikely to commit, usually through some trickery, persuasion, or fraud.
I'm gonna be straight with them.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Yeah.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
Conflagration. He made that word up, surely. Who do you think could be?
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
Not convinced yet.
Sire.
Why wouldn't we say that? Fine. Alright, I think there are only 3. There's 1 down. Oh, there's money over here. Oh, I'm gonna get that money. Just on the ground here for anyone to take. Okay. More lorry drivers. I looked at that already. What is this? Let's go look at that. Oh, more money. Getting rich. Wait. What's this? Ooh, physical instrument. Don't I already have one of those? Close. Physical instrument. Thought I had something that gives me. One of those must have been this. Yeah, that one does. But takes away my authority. Okay, check with this person.
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands. In the background, the radio plays.
No, I'm not gonna snap
No
my fingers.
response.
Here.
Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Okay, I'll snap my
If you
fingers
want
then.
her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Snap them twice.
Where
That's
am
forceful.
I? Who are you?
Are you alright?
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
What's so bad about the 50s? Well, where else would you be?
Back in Mefka, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with the young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Guengero.
Things must be bad now if you're hoping you're back in a revolution.
Until you came along, that is.
Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Loman. It was early spring, and the mine behind the Black Sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden. While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution, in Meth, it was a golden age.
Mesk.
The Republic of Mesk is a massive confederation on the Isola of Muindi, the world's largest state by territory. It's a petrostate, a constitutional monarchy, and, as of recently, an outcast due to its tilt to the far right.
Well, I have some other questions
Why
anyway.
not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
I agree. What are you hauling?
Diamonds?
Really?
Of course not.
Oh my god, she
Wouldn't
had
it
me.
be marvelous if I was?
Okay, but what are you
Whatever
really
stupid
hauling?
things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
So you don't know.
I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago.
Best meal doesn't know what they're
Besides,
hauling.
I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason.
What if the cargo's contraband?
Then it's contraband, Loman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Hand Hermenegildo.
I don't think I'm looking to do that.
Bad hand. Hermenegildos's bad hand strangled 300
Holy shit.
people. What can I say? Some people just really like strangling people.
Where do you find the time to strangle 300 people? Like, that's like the slowest way to kill somebody. I assume. I mean, I don't know. You seem like a woman who knows a thing or two about drugs.
What do I need drugs for, Loman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can compare.
It's not really what I was getting at.
Then what were you getting at?
Well, let me get there.
Maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
Everard. Ooh, Everard. Yeah.
What the fuck is Irad?
The union boss.
And what do I care about the union boss? He's no Gabriel. He's no Franco Negro. He's not even Hermenegildo the Hound.
What are these names? Gabriel, I know, but the rest are made up nonsense.
Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way.
You said earlier you didn't know what cargo you're hauling.
Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grat on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiriza to Grat, Loman?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
It's diamonds, Loman, obviously.
Wow. She gave me a hard time.
Easy. He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here.
Ugh. Well, that's not good enough.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
That's still not good enough.
Diamonds are good for you, Loman. You should try them sometime. Make yourself pretty like Eva de Zoras.
I guess I don't have another choice
Do
but to
you want me to
conclude.
go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the futures of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree.
A jamboree. If this is her lorry, it looks like a train.
Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains.
I think we're done here, no?
I guess so.
Yes, go. Enough jamboree.
Okay, there's supposed to be one more, I think. But where are they? What's this? Yeah, hurry up. Humanox. I don't know what that means. Go this way. I'm in debt. I haven't had a job for years. That doesn't sound like any of our problem. Is this guy a driver too?
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
I know what a strike is.
Ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
Okay. What do the strikers
Beats
want?
me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
Yeah.
When the man moves around, you perceive some serious abs underneath his tight-fitting shirt. This man is in shape.
In shape.
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
What does that mean?
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
Wearing new clothes?
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his.
Maybe he borrowed them.
Silence is the answer. There's something off here, but he won't say what.
Well, why would he?
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Okay, I'll ask him where he's from.
What's it to you?
Part of the investigation.
Am I a suspect? Done no crimes. I only fight for the rights of...
Well, I don't know that, do I? Until I ask you a bunch of questions.
Every once in a while, it's like you can see glimpses of another guy under the guise of this fighter for jobs. He seems a more brutal, cunning, and suspicious person. Just a hunch. Or you just might be paranoid.
Could I be paranoid? I don't think I'm paranoid. I'm interested in your background.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
I know bars been thrown at us from several. Yeah.
Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell?
I don't really remember things
Uh-huh.
well.
It was a long time ago.
Okay, that wasn't all that helpful. Or none helpful. It was none helpful. Is this guy a driver? I'll go talk to him. Maybe I'll run. Got time for walking.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
What do you know about the Hardy
Los
Boys?
Hardys? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility.
Does it?
They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Everard's law. But really, they're just like you.
I think someone else said that too.
We're negotiating our share.
Oh, this guy's on strike. He's not a driver.
Aye.
Not wages or pensions.
This stuff, they already covered.
Who covered? It's a lot more than most people have.
Never grateful. Were we ever grateful, we'd have nothing. You fight for every piece.
How large
All
of
of
a
it.
share?
However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process.
This seditious talk sounds like
I was
communism.
gonna say it sounds like
Just so
communism.
we're on the same page, communism is basically wanting to kill the rich people or deporting them to a labor camp in southeast Gra. But don't say that out loud if you're a communist.
Are you a communist? Nah, I'm not gonna
I
ask
think
that.
it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman.
What does bossing the union entail, anyway?
I guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties, watches out for his own.
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even.
You can't be grateful,
personally
though.
Not too lavish.
That seemed
He
lavish.
is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a manipulative illusion.
Pretty well spoken, this fella.
Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway. And moralism is the most corrupt of them all.
Oh,
This man has political theory, and it has not failed him today.
are you a communist?
I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying I want it all to myself is a much older and simpler notion. No science to it at all.
I want it all to myself.
Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't.
Well, you shouldn't take what's not yours.
Then how can anything ever be mine? But that's okay. We don't have to agree. The prairie is wide enough for all of us.
Guess it could be given, earned, bargained for. Bargained for. Right, that's the way. Labor for money, for instance. Political situation.
Sure, I've had the necessary free time. Fortunately, there's always time.
Not always.
The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. For him, having command of his time is the most important thing. It all comes together now. The way he speaks about scabs, his general attitude. He's a follower of a 500-year-old Franco-Nigerian Boyadero code, itself an appropriation of Vespertine cool.
More words I don't really
That
know.
of a noble peasant or a traveling herdsman. True to yourself, independent in your actions, loyal to your friends.
Doesn't sound that cool.
No,
I could be. I could.
no.
What the fuck?
The man sits on the railing, his hands reaching far and wide.
Yeah. It's gonna click. I'm tired of trying to walk down these stairs. Okay, so really, is there no other drivers? This guy can be a driver, I guess.
Welcome.
Yeah, he's a racist, even. It's addressed to the lieutenant. Why does he have to talk to me? What am I, some kind of main character or something?
Don't you welcome to Revacholmi. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
Yeah, you racist.
Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
I'm not gonna say
It's
anything.
men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Yeah.
What he means is, fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination.
You're undermining our best shot at real self-determination. That doesn't sound like something my character would say. I want to say it. Stop ripping into this guy. No, I'm not going to say that. I guess I'll say the top one.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Rivachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
Lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't
mean,
belong here.
that's a
that I
reach.
should watch myself and
Is that not a,
behave.
it feels like a reach. Automatically assuming you're not from here because you look a little different. You know, that can be racist. But saying welcome, is akin to saying watch yourself and behave. Kind of a stretch.
But you see, I'm an officer of the RCN. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
He's mad.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense.
Well, yeah, he just went off on that guy.
Partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
I think we all learned something here.
I haven't learned anything I didn't know before.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Now we have a couple questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
Okay.
He smells of heavy motor oils and his breath of high tar content cigarettes, probably Astra Whites.
Probably. This yours?
Oh man, that's great.
It's a racist mug, I
Look
think,
at
isn't
that
it?
guy go. Haven't seen anything that funny in a while.
Probably not his.
God man. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
He doesn't live in Martinez.
What are you hauling?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
Yeah. You know, a truck that's expected to be empty is a good one to actually haul drugs in, right? You drop them off and you pick up your load. I doubt they have weigh stations in this fucking world. How long has this been going on?
The strike? Oh, they've been at it for a while. A month, 2 months maybe. But this here is just the last week or so.
Kind of cargo.
Apples.
Apples. From here? Look at this place. They don't grow apples.
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Apples?
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
I did, yeah. What are your stance on drugs?
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
You could think that and still haul drugs. Well, you smell of booze and cigarettes.
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector.
Okay.
They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
Perhaps it's good to agree to get him talking.
Make Al Ghul alcohol there. It's our responsibility to keep the poison off the streets. Yeah,
He
okay, I'll
eyes
agree.
you wearily, unsure how to respond. This goes on for about 2 seconds. Then, damn, it didn't work. You should have signaled you're a nationalist before.
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
I didn't ask you no questions yet. Already lying.
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kids sneaking around at night.
What are kips?
If they touch my stuff, the bosses will
Can I
burn
say
my
that?
ass like ass cancer.
Ass cancer. It's like the second worst cancer.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
Do you know what happened to that lorry?
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags.
Why do you say it
And
that
some
way?
Kip boys smashed his luck and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it.
Kipped
Since
boys.
he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
If they were getting drunk inside the whirling in rags, how could they know who broke into the lorry?
has giant windows and they're right there.
What? Aren't we allowed to say that he's a kips who do all the stealing around here? That's
Oh.
not road to
Now I feel like I'm not allowed to say that word. Why do I want to say this? Ugh.
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang.
Which one is
That
Sealang?
bloody-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
The vendor south of here?
Of course, he's a lorry driver. What? He tell you he's just some simple businessman or some shit? He's selling his employer stuff after he broke the seals on his Humanox lorry.
I'm gonna look at that real quick. Kipped. I think it's made up for this game. Oh, it's a hateful slur for black people. People of South Seminese or Arapagite descent. Okay.
His tribe are natural liars.
Ooh.
It's in their blood.
Boy, he is racist,
He's
isn't
your
he?
man, all right. 100%.
I wouldn't
I
be
don't
so
believe
sure
him.
about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Yeah, we'll pay him a
Guess
visit
so.
anyway. Guess so. Is this him?
Everything's
Ceiling.
still cool here, officer.
He's not black, so Kip can't be for black. What is this? Maybe he is. I don't know. Where are you from?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All Revachol.
Oh,
This man
Revachol.
probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran Isola.
From the Apricot Susan Tree? Yeah, it's not mentioned.
Very cool. I like your style, officer. Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives.
Yeah. I guess so. So does
Unless
alcohol.
you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are
God,
excellent.
I'm not gonna believe anything he says now.
Tasty, tasty drugs.
Tasty drugs. I'm super into drugs. I want him to sell me drugs, I think is what I want.
That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale. Or at my home, or on my person.
Sir, it appears to be true. No drugs in sight. Not in the box of sunglasses or under the speaker.
They wouldn't be in sight. Perception. Looking for a lorry driver who's transporting drugs.
That's even cooler. You investigating that and all. But I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
A blatant lie, sire. Yet he tells it with such conviction. We'd believe him if we didn't know better.
But you are a lorryman.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I
it was
bet
him.
it's
That doesn't make him
He
wrong.
has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole. I'm...
Realizing he can't get out of it. Smart man.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little.
A little.
But that's not the most important thing about me.
It's a
That's my
thing
day
about
job.
you.
This is my dream.
What do you know about the drug operation?
Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
I'm not about a dumb guy, but not super intelligent.
What crowd is that?
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
No, he wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that crowd.
You know who they are.
Shush, please. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please, don't get
You
me
didn't
into
tell
this
me anything yet.
I spent 15 years working my way up.
To this? Is this 15 years of work right here?
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
Zoom. Give us a reason to move on. I mean, this one plays with the idea that he wants us to be buddies to help us out, but he doesn't want us to be buddies. He's just a salesman.
It's a she,
I'm going the other one.
The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her.
Okay.
The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
So it's the lady over there doesn't know what she's hauling.
Interesting.
That was my...
Could this driver be
Main
connected to
thought.
the Hardy Boys?
Who are these other drivers? The old woman back there?
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
You told me.
He's not ruling her out.
Who are these other
All
drivers?
of them. I don't know. I told you all I know.
I don't believe
Are
you
we
told me
cool
all you
now?
know.
I really want us to be cool now.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
I didn't notice tattoos on the other one.
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos.
Could you be associated with the Hardy Boys?
I don't know. I'm not local. I don't know anything about that.
This fucking guy.
All right. I scored. Let's cap this.
Okay. Let's just say here. Find out who's the lady driver. I mean, it's gotta be this chick way over here, right? Whoa, what's just raining? Now it's snowing. Cool. Kim's all tired of running.
Lowman, you caught me at an opportune moment. This awful weather keeps me awake. You can entertain me with your questions.
Yeah, that's what I plan on doing. Are you the lady driver?
Did you just call me a lady, Herife?
No, I asked you a question. God.
She clearly doesn't think she's a lady. Don't repeat it.
Here, I can repeat it here. I sold of a woman driver. You're the only
I'm
one.
not that either, Herife. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs. It
What
doesn't work like
was?
that on the long haul.
You're not the driver everyone is
I'm
terrified
only
of.
terrifying to small children and to those who used to know me.
It's a weird thing to say.
Yeah, it's not her. Believe me.
Believe who? Drama? And who's the female driver I was told
How
of?
should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers sniffing around when I have my movies to go to?
Movies. Why are you
Because they
scary?
can no longer recognize the person I once was.
Ugh, blah. Boring.
The big ones, the trucks. There's no women and men there. It's all just
I guess I'll talk to the other drivers.
Town, there's a ghostly motorway. It takes up.
In the background,
Boring. I
a
don't
quiet
care.
song seeps from.
Awesome.
Something in her is pulling towards some unknown rest state. She twitches, like a sleep kick.
Okay. I guess I'll talk to the other drivers. Oh my god, can I go? Oh. Never mind. Thought I was somewhere else. Oh, what's this?
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
I'm gonna peek
The
in.
windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia. Fumes of heavy fuel oil waft over you, making your eyes sting. The odor mixes with cigarette residue.
Kind of stickers
The
and
driver
insignia.
has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
Military man?
A large metal pendant hangs from the rear view mirror. The pendant features a sun crown with wavy rays.
How about the back
The
seat?
back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
Our guy what? Our tough guy? The guy up front, maybe?
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
There he is, in front of Rita, smoking nervously,
Oh.
hoping it's over.
Okay, so it belongs to this guy over here. This is the tough guy. I don't know why it thinks this is the tough guy. Alright, who's the lady
Looking
driver?
for something?
I know you've been giving me the runaround. Fess up. Where is the lady
I
driver?
don't know what you're talking about.
Your new ceiling didn't do
He
it.
did something. He stole his employer's goods and another lorryman's job. You should be thankful for the tip.
That's not why I'm here, though. Why are you smirking?
Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Revachol West. You don't run Martinez. You don't.
This is the one I
run
wanna punch.
anything.
I want to punch the kid again, but I want to punch this guy too. You don't run anything. So who does? You? The lady driver? I bet the lady driver does.
He means La Puta Madre.
Who's La Puta Madre?
A legendary, and not in a good way, crime boss from Jamrock. Controls what is probably the most powerful organized crime outfit in Revachol West.
Yeah, him.
Him.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he
Everywhere.
even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who'd do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
Okay.
The lieutenant adopts a rodentine quality. Be cool, sire. He's getting into this.
Yeah, I'll let him go.
Peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is.
Ooh.
He's surprisingly good at this. Not bad at all. Look at him lurching.
It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way,
Dang.
protecting this fucking thief.
Ooh, shit.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorrymen and Carters Guild.
Are you?
You've seen that corpse in the ceramic armor there. Did his shitty little guild protect him?
Ooh, dang, good point.
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod. Be
Dang,
careful.
Kim.
This man's still got some fight in him by the looks of it. It won't be easy to break him.
Ooh, let's see. Half-light. Where's half-light? Physique. Do I care about that? Make laws of physics work for the law. Should I do it? God, I don't know. I want to do more stuff up here. I only have 2 things extra up here. I have so many points in all these other ones that I don't care about. Can I upgrade these? No. Ah, shit. Yeah, fine. Now what do I have? 72%. Kim's bluff.
Men like
Yes.
this only respect 2 things. Strength and fear.
Guess I could have tried first, huh? Because it was a white one.
Time to turn up the volume.
Show me her lorry right fucking now. The lady driver's lorry. Where is it?
Fuck
Oh,
you,
shit, I grabbed him.
told you, I'm not gonna...
Slap him.
There. His voice grows smaller as yours.
I'm gonna fuck you for the rest of my life. I've been to your fucking lorry. I know where it is. I'm gonna burn it down. What's your name, fuckhead? I'm gonna go to the police radio saying, this guy told... Ooh. Yeah. I think I want to do this one.
Look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there. Green, banged up thing. I don't fucking know who she is.
Green and banged up.
When did she go away?
I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with the fleet and acts like a big shot. Some dyke, probably.
Damn.
I haven't even seen her for days. Past the monument, down there. The Green Temple.
Green tempo.
Now, leave me the fuck alone, okay?
A small temple by the monument. Green. Let's get into that lorry.
Okay, so probably on this side. Be upset if I have to walk all the way around. The sound is like goofing up. That's the thing I looked at before, didn't I? This. Oh no, it's this one. Not the one I looked at before.
This screen found A to Z Contemporain is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
I don't know. Looks like the nicest looking one.
This must be the one he told us about. Unless he was lying.
Peek in the
The
window.
glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of a seat and 2 steering levers. Posters cover the small windows in the back. You can't make out what's on them.
Well, try the door handle, I
The
guess.
door is locked.
What?
The handle
Locked.
looks shiny, like it's recently replaced.
I am shocked. How are we gonna
Use
get
the
in?
pry bar to smash the window. Open it from the inside.
Good idea.
I don't know how good it is, but this investigation has taken long enough. We can't afford it to take any longer.
Oh, tool not equipped. Wow. Oh. Let's equip it then. I don't need cigarettes in my hand, I guess.
This screen found A to Z Contemporain.
Really?
is parked in the
42%?
shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
It's just like Kim do. I'm gonna fail this.
Pry bar in hand, you take a hard swing at the window. A loud thunk rings out and the pry bar bounces back, leaving a tiny spider web on the glass.
Tiny spider web.
Goddamn maggot. Drag your ass to the gym and do some reps right now.
Oh.
Looks like the window might be shatterproof. You may have to rethink your approach.
Hit it again.
Another futile thunk sounds in the brisk coastal air.
This has been hard enough. No need to make it any harder.
Yeah, take it from me.
He smashes it into the window.
Oh, phew.
Droplets of glass fly everywhere, shattering over the lorry floor and pavement.
Oh,
You
he's
can just
so
reach in now.
skinny.
It went better than I expected. Open it from the
I
inside.
loosened it, really.
The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals. There's something odd about the passenger seat. The seating fabric has been pulled tight over the lower side of the seat where the toolbox should be.
Should be. Well, let's start there. Pull
A
out the
metallic
box.
drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper.
Well, let's unfold it.
It's an issue of Petit Feric from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages. It looks
Check
like
it
an
out.
article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the Ulan frequency system.
Wonder if this is tied into that RPG radio game.
The Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
Ultra... No.
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. The rest is as it was. Posters, a radio, dust on the windows.
Let's move up from the bottom. Peel off the cover on the passenger
Voila!
seat.
A stack of neatly folded papers has been stashed behind the seating fabric. You see 3 maps depicting a large metropolitan area. It's Revachon. Some of its routes and highways have been outlined with a pen.
Bonne prise.
What does that mean? Topmost map.
This large map displays the elevated motorway called 881. The intake leading to Martinez is marked with a blue X. There's another X on the off-ramp at a place called the Old South.
Is it east now?
Toll booths at the intakes are marked with a circle. It looks like there are scant few ways of getting onto the elevated motorway that runs over Jamrock, and this person knows them all. There, hundreds of thousands of motor carriages roar on the 881. High above the massive brown and red roofs, that is Jamrock. The commuters don't even look down. The world ceases to exist outside the windshield.
Where does the road lead?
To Couron, through the middle-income neighborhoods there, by the river, and then to Stella Maris and La Delta for work, while the men and women of Jamrock scuttle to their fates below the road.
Scuttle. I guess check the second map.
This municipal map from the 30s displays a complex system of storm sewers underneath a sub-district called the Pox, old military hospital, right adjacent to the 41st precinct.
Okay, third map.
The final map displays a labyrinth of service tunnels left over from the construction of Motorway 881. A few routes have been marked with a pen, where the tunnels and sewers surface near the eminent domain, and a traffic island in central Jamrock by the lake. Looks like the smugglers have infiltrated the road network belonging to East Motor Tract.
They infiltrated the motor tract.
So it would seem.
For road, brow.
The RCM patrols most of these auxiliary roads, though apparently not all of them.
Who do you think is behind this? Well, the lady lorry driver.
It's definitely not the Union. They just do some logistics. This operation has spread everywhere in Jamrock. If it's that widespread, then Madre remains the most likely suspect.
Yeah.
Here's bad news. There have been attempts at a serious investigation before, but they haven't ended well for those involved.
I doubt we get to take it all that far.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is a brave man for saying Madre's name without the winces and whispers that usually accompany it. Especially bad news for cops who may have something in their past they don't even know is there.
Where does the contraband end up? Oh,
Hard
I
to
wonder.
say. This distribution network looks certainly large, yet still vague enough. It doesn't reveal much about the Besmerti behind it.
That sounds familiar.
The Besmerti is a Revacholian crime syndicate. They see themselves as the inheritors of the 14 Revacholian Indo-tribes, but really they're just violent gangs vying for control on the west side of Revachol. With cool names like La Puta Madre and Aura Mazda. It's dark
Mazda.
parody.
Okay.
Best not to disturb the scene. I'll have forensics go over the lorry and pick this up later.
The window's been smashed. That's disturbed.
The stack of maps looks just like before, barely noticeable. The movie stars look silently by, and the pull-out toolbox has a rubber handle, worn from years of use.
Let's check the pedals.
You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer,
By the
a pair
pedals?
of pliers, a rusty
That's not
wrench,
safe.
have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver. But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle.
Ooh. Wonder why.
Sandpaper adds extra grip.
Ugh. Well, obviously.
Sandpaper? A novel technique?
Would also rub off the. Ooh. We saw a boot print like that, didn't we?
Yes?
He likes where this is going. Yeah, I have to spell it out.
Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching.
The missing Abe Hardy. In hindsight, that seems obvious, right? It seems like we were thinking it was the legal counsel. But I'm suspecting it's the lorry driver now.
Looks like her, yes.
Running the drug trade.
Now we know for certain who's the missing eighth person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation?
I don't want to say those jerks, definitely. Just because they're jerks doesn't mean they're part of all crime in the area. I don't think the entire union is involved either. Okay, I think that was a joke. She could have kept it a secret. I like this one. Did Joyce tell us something that would...
Understood. We should still go and see what Titus has got to say on the matter. Are we finished with the...
The movie stars are still smiling
no.
from the walls.
Stop
The radio
telling me
transmitter sits
about
on
the
center
movie
console,
stars.
And it looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed. Likely by the missing lady driver.
Likely, yeah.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
Holy shit. Why would anyone need so many? Well, I mean, they're a lorry driver, right? As you go from nation to nation, region to region.
For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW and UKV.
Ultra... What is... wide? Ultra wide? I still don't know what UKV could be. Violet. Kilo Violet. Ultra...
Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation. With quite a range, too.
Anything we can do with the radio? Not without the key,
Doesn't look
probably.
like it. It's completely inoperable without the dial key.
Okay.
Ghostly
And now
exercise.
look at the
These
posters.
are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century.
Ooh.
One of them particularly catches your eye. A centerfold of an ingenue attached right
Ingenue.
above the back seat. There's definitely perfume in the air. It's spicy, with a hint of amberette, wafting through the bitter air of the cabin.
What is that smell?
The remnants of a sweet juniper-scented perfume. Probably granate number 5.
Why would I know that?
The actress is draped in a sheath dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera. Wait, doesn't she resemble someone you know? But you can't put your finger on whom exactly.
The actress? Probably from a movie or
This
something.
is Tijon, a starlet from the dawn of cinematography, less known for her talent than her tragic, untimely death.
Well, what happened?
She wasted away in a drug den called the Door to the River, not far from here, on Boogie Street, a mixture of cocaine and morphine. She was afraid of the world, and the camera, too.
Well, she picked a terrible profession.
The actresses and the rear actor all smile you a warm
Alright,
but
let's get
close
outta
the
here.
rusty old.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce?
Oh, we have to talk to Titus, too.
Alright, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep.
Yeah. Something police would do. Yeah.
Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation.
But it's not why we're here. Like, we can bring that up to our superiors, right? Who may or may not doing anything. But we're here to get information on the killing, the murder. And we can just deliver Joyce this information. She'll give us information on our actual case. And then we can follow up with this. Or it's all tied together.
I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net.
This means it's well funded. Technology like that, a major player must be financing it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks.
Listening in on your calls between you and your station, a worrying prospect.
Well, they haven't been in this truck in days, so...
Oh, and the maps we found. They reveal the geographical extent of the operation. Looks like they've used abandoned tunnels and access roads to stay hidden. This is useful info.
Would have been useful here in the traffic jam.
And last but not least, it looks like the Hardy Boys knew this driver, as we know that she was present at the lynching. This may be the Union connection we've been searching for.
The probe and the case converged, he thinks. This was quite the find.
I don't think the movie posters really play into it.
As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant to the drug trade.
Word.
Don't be fooled. Desire always plays a role.
A lot of women there.
Yes, well,
Is
like
connected
Joyce
to the-
told us, yes, logistically. But don't expect to bust this open during our stay here. At best, this is an angle we can use against them, to other ends, as extra ammunition.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying a second ago.
We should return to the murder case, see what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I'll call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it.
But they won't, will they?
There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation, sometime later when we're done here. We do not want to get caught in that.
What are you thinking?
The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome.
Corruption? Obviously.
All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either.
Okay.
Debrief over, after you.
Okay, I'm out of water. I'll be right back. Okay. I got some water. I'll be less thirsty. So, should I try Titus or Joyce? Titus is closer. I should put my tool away. Got kind of sunny out here. Ah, the sound keeps goofing up when I go up there. Oh, I can't go in that door. Go with Titus. I'm gonna quick save though, in case he kills me or makes me kill myself.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
He said that lots of times. I've connected you to the local drug trade.
Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in precinct.
But what about
41
fucking
kilos.
your town?
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprints. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grace?
The coup de grace. Not grass. Gras. You're right. There's no local drug trade except you now. Do the honor. You've earned it. I don't... Yeah, I'll do this one.
That's
I'm
my
tough.
interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
Right, like legalizing weed has got rid of the weed dealers. I never knew weed dealers. I don't know if that happened or not.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course.
This one's not gonna work, I don't think. People are always gonna do drugs. No. Still plenty of drugs out there.
No, there aren't. Some little shit and his dad are doing speed. Who fucking who?
And his dad?
Stuff's probably from Jamrock.
Well, it's all the same trade.
Whatever you've seen is peanuts. Look at the big picture, man. The place is a paradise.
What place?
And all thanks to Hardy Boys.
This place? Not a paradise.
Theoretically, of course. We're just talking politics here. My answer to your drug accusation is, how dare you? Go fuck yourself.
That's about the quality of everything he's told me.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy
1,
Boys
2,
here.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She ran the thing.
My answer is
The big dick.
fuck off. Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardy. I run this goddamn scene.
Does not.
And here we go. Back to the usual.
I know! Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat he left 2 sets of footprints. Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
Who's Dennis? Shanky Dennis? None of these people are Dennis. I'm not Dennis.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know?
Can I do this one again? I may retry it. I might as well try it again. Right? It's a 1 in 4, basically, and I've done it like 3 times.
As you look around this room
yes.
full of sweaty men, swearing,
Sweaty
drinking,
men.
spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar?
Where have I seen
You
this
believe
before?
the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men, sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time.
They're not sitting on desks.
Huh?
You must be. You're just like the real cops, drinking beer, sitting around with your dicks in your hand.
You got a problem with beer now?
Maybe the dicks part.
Not quite there yet. Push on.
I'm drunk on the job too. I don't give a shit, just like you guys. I think, yeah, they've been keeping an eye on me, so that one would work. I'm also a big fan of beer and jerking off instead of helping. I like that one too. But not a problem. I have a beer problem, not a problem with beer. Yeah, I like number 2.
You saying we don't help people?
Yeah.
I've been doing this job for 10 years.
Oh, that's a lot of not help.
Was a dump before we put this outfit together.
Still a dump.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Graffito still everywhere?
Congratulations on the graffito removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
Yeah.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick.
Quick? It's about the victim. She needs help. Someone's been raped. She needs counseling. Eh, she's not going to cover that one. Why are you hiding the victim? Yeah, she needs help.
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms.
What are his terms then?
You wanna help her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you help her. But you treat her with respect.
Bet it's a girl upstairs. Oh, the girl that I was like, I want sex you. Or something like that.
If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy.
I don't think you saw me ninja kick the giant black guy.
What is her name?
Glacia, I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags. A real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit, blonde. That's I'm on due with an O-U.
O-U.
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. Remember what you said to her? You told her you want to have.
Well, I'm not going to do this one.
Sure. Why not? You've probably seen her around.
I don't want to try this. I don't want to. Gonna fail.
You inexplicably add who
Shocked.
after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks
So I
at you.
shouldn't have hit on her, is what I'm learning here.
I don't understand what's so cool here.
Nothing. We just have a few more questions.
Then we'll be on
It
our way.
sounds like you're
Oh
having
my
a heart
god.
attack. Whatever you said, it couldn't have been that bad. Please relax. Calm. Normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
Yeah. We'll talk to her.
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
I'll remember it because you rhymed it so well. Yeah, you go back over there. Next time we come over, talk about circus and clowns and shit. Let's leave earshot. What's up, Kim?
Officer, what was that? Yes.
I think I know that
The
woman.
victim? Is there something I should know before we talk to her?
Probably.
Whatever you do, don't say the first thing.
I didn't rape her. I'm not gonna say it. She knows I didn't remember being a cop. I tried to hit on her. I should say that one.
Understood.
She said I'm gonna have to interrogate her later. It's going to suck. No. Did you? See, I don't remember. It's been like a week and a half. Better not add anything to that.
What else did you do?
Went in the hallway after I woke up.
Understood. You were not in good shape on Monday.
No. Yesterday. You could say yesterday. She knows I didn't remember being a cop.
That's manageable.
Yeah. And... well, not nothing. I've already said stuff.
We'll be alright, officer. This is nothing.
Yeah,
You
I
feel
thought so.
fortified by his assurance.
Aw, man.
It's going to be alright. Is it though? Nothing?
Shut up,
You're
rhetoric.
still in for a bumpy ride here. Try and...
Now, should I go talk to her or should I go to Joyce? I'll go to her first. Maybe she has information we can give to Joyce. Let's run, though. I don't want Kim walking. He's getting fat. It was this door?
The door is closed.
I know.
Who is it?
Tired. Controlled.
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open. I'm drying my hair.
Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere. You could snoop around before going up.
Sure, that'll go well. Hotel bill calculations. Extended stay. Dirty clothes. Quick save. Tiny window. I do not see the yard below. It's way up there. Fucking tiny.
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills, haphazardly stacked. One,
Look at the
it's
toothbrush.
been used quite a lot.
Well, that's good. I assume a rape victim would maybe feel dirty, unclean. So a lot of toothbrush use.
But not for scrubbing blood off towels. Or anything else interesting, it seems.
Medication.
Pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners.
Little annoyed he said APAP instead of like APAP or APAP or something. Quite the collection here.
Anything of note?
I'll look.
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoparidol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads, Necra.
Narcan. It's almost Narcan.
Necra. This is used to treat opioid
Oh!
overdoses.
Nailed
Always
it.
handy to have around.
Narcan. It's Narcan. Antagonist.
Interesting. That's used for diamorphine overdoses.
I know. Except for what diamorphine is. I know what morphine is.
Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Gotwaldian, marked red blister packs you find. What do you find? This is going to take a little know-how.
Dude, my electrochemistry's off the charts. Everyone knows that.
A bright orange
See?
bottle with Preptide stamped on it. In sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little plastic container.
Okay, I don't want it. I'm not going to take it in secret. I see a brand called Preptide.
Preptide, a euphemism for pharmaceutical amphetamine. Prescription speed.
Oh, nice.
The fuck are you waiting for? Let's get super fucking preppy.
I told -2 for telling Kim. And sweaty. What do I have sweaty hands? No, I'm gonna close it. Okay. I'm a good cop. Maybe I'll do a playthrough. Will you go around the door? Fuck. Maybe I'll do a playthrough of being a shit cop. I'm so bad at that. I always cower. Hastily made. No, look at this. It's not made at all. Just like got out of it and threw it. Which, yeah, maybe that's hastily made. Window?
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from a desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Run my finger across
as
it.
Ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips,
Cleaned.
no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
Well, if they'd replaced the inside, they'd have replaced the outside? Well, I guess it still would have got muddy in the rain or something.
Looks like it, yes.
Okay. Take a look at this doormat. Oh, it's leave. Alright, let me question myself. Smell of cigarette smoke. I have my own cigarettes. I don't need to worry about that. Speak to the assault victim. This will go well. I'm good at speaking to people. Hold on, let me look at your shit first. White wildflowers.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air.
Ooh, catch them.
You catch a single white flower between your fingers. The rest fly off into the wind. It's a Maybell.
Cool.
The young woman looks at the Maybell in your hand.
She's impressed
Just
now.
a glance, then takes a drag of her cigarette. The lieutenant gives you an acknowledging little nod.
And applause all around. That definitely happened. Oh, it's in my inventory now. Interact. A Maybell. I'm going to interact with it.
6 crumbling petals rest on your palm. They're white, a bell-shaped crown.
What is this, Kim?
This is the Insulindian lily, called Maybells or
God, he's
Lycists
so fucking
during the
smart.
Revolution. Girls used to pin these on soldiers before sending them off to battle.
Oh, like, what were those elite Nazi soldiers? They had white flowers, didn't they? Hold on, I'm gonna look that up. Shut up. Elite Nazi forces. The SS. Yeah, duh. The Waffen. Waffen SS. I knew that. They had the white flowers. I think they're pinned up by
It's a
girls.
spring flower, but it's a bit early for that, isn't it?
Who pinned them? Which side?
The revolutionaries, so the communers and the anarchists. White's their color, but the custom started in the suzerain's army, so it held meaning for the kingsmen too.
The anarchists is the opposite of the Nazis. I would assume. But still, that's what they did.
It's about girls and boys more than sight. Girls sending off boys who are going to their deaths, then also dying themselves in the ruins from dysentery and consumption. It's a symbol of the Civil War.
That's different from the SS. I think the SS, maybe they were pinned by girls, but I don't know. But I think it was something they had to like go and earn. I think similar to Batman Begins, right? He had to pick that flower and then hike the mountain. I think that's more what the SS had to do. Possible girls were involved in the pinning, though.
Yes, but not these early. Not to my knowledge. It looks dried, preserved.
This looks more like late winter instead of early spring. Is it a coincidence, it being on the roof? Is that a coincidence or just something that has happened? I don't see why it'd be a coincidence.
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see.
Oh, he put it in his notebook. Very
The
well.
petals feel dry and fragile in your hand.
Okay. I'm done in here, I think. Ooh, white envelope. Where did I get this envelope? Oh, Everard handed it to me. I'll look at that later. Let's talk to her. Let me get far away from her,
To the roof.
so she's comfortable.
Her hair is still slick from the shower.
The shower or the fucking rain? God, it was just snowing a second ago, and now it's rain again.
Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
Let's not talk about her body. We're talking to a rape victim here. Try not to objectify her electrochemistry.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Is there a cleaning lady? I think I need one. Yeah,
Oh,
politely.
yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
Yeah, before I moved in, probably. Disco Infernium. Hey, play on the title. Not of which you speak now. There are vortices of dark energy present, but not hell. To another place, a third place, much different from our world. I just trashed the place. Dang it. Disco Infernium and I just trashed it. That one.
I know.
It's funnier.
That's probably also why the cleaning lady quit.
Oh, fuck, she quit? I think someone told me that my first day.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I believe you have already met my colleague from Precinct 41.
Have I ever?
Ooh.
This is the one and only superstar cop. He's kind of a big deal around here.
True story. I am a huge... Nah. This is part of the thing I told you about. I've shifted capo type since we last saw each other. I'm a different cop now. Did I? I don't think I did. I don't have a capo type in here. Physical instrument. Is that a... That's not my capo type. Self-critique. I don't have a capo type currently. Fuck. I meant to unlock one of these so I can get... Kingdom of Conscience. I think that's a capo type. Whatever. Dang it. I did want to go the superstar route. I just don't think anything popped up to support that. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this one.
Wow.
She's gonna be so sad that I'm no longer a superstar cop. Dang, I only have one choice. These are very far from... Wow, little miss. Dang it. Cop reborn. Repent. I am the sorry cop. Oh, I don't want to say that. God.
A penitent cop monk. What brings this changed man to me?
The hangover wore off.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Yeah.
Huh. I see.
I think we were supposed to not question her about that. We're supposed to counsel her. Counsel? Counsel? Are those two different words?
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult.
Where's this wildflower? I'm gonna do that. It might help my chances in a role later. I notice your room is close to mine. I have a personal question. I'm not gonna go there.
She looks at the dried petals in your palm, then lightly touches one with her fingernail. Chipped white polish covers the nail. It's long and sharp, like a mini dagger. The petal crumbles on contact.
Don't crumble my petals. Fuck.
Pretty. Looks like a dried maybell. Is that the one you caught? Sambo style?
Hell yeah. What's Sambo?
A martial art, sir.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Samurai
guess.
boxing, or sambo, graceful martial arts stuff. Sambo style implies stealth and cool.
Hell yeah. Why was it here?
Why was there a flower on the roof? I don't know, officer. Because of the wind?
Okay, I'm glad we got that out. It tells us you've been through something difficult. I think one kind of opening, and then we can dive right in.
Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean?
She knows which one I mean. Sexually assaulted is a little nicer. Were you sexually assaulted? Have you been raped? I guess I'll go with that one.
By sexually assaulted, you mean rape?
She hated that. Yes.
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for rape, isn't it?
No, it's literally 1 p.m. Actually, it's already afternoon. See? Oh, it's already afternoon. Spring sun is high in the sky. Look, it's still raining, but like not as much. The sun is high in the sky. People pass below. People do not pass below. I've been running around there all day. No one's passing nowhere.
It is afternoon. Time flies, man.
When you're fucking... No. So, were you...
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
That sucks. If he is a raper, say all kinds of shit about him. Fuck him.
By him, she must mean the victim.
She's the victim, is she not? But the victim of the hanging. I get you.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
What the fuck does that mean? And who's them? The Hardy Boys or the RCM?
By they, she means the Hardy Boys.
Okay, thanks. Thank you, Rhetoric. I think this game can fucking hear me sometimes. If they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more rapeable. What does that mean? Jazz up the charges.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Oh.
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
So she was told to tell us these things. And the Hardy Boys asked us not to question her. So she was not raped. And they wanted us to think she was, and that's why they killed him. So it sounds like I haven't even read my responses yet. It sounds like... It honestly doesn't sound like they even killed him. It sounds like someone else killed him for some other reason. And they're trying to cover it up, saying, we got you. They can't arrest all of us. We will say that we all did it. And then they invented an alibi, right? You need an alibi and a motive. Or, I guess not alibi, you need a motive. They invented a motive with her. An alibi is to say you didn't do it, I guess. Okay. Titus asks you to spice things up for us. Are you sure you weren't raped? I'm not going to ask that one. What did happen between you and the victims? Yeah, she did say... Let's see, where was she? I'm gonna go with not raped. Okay, it does sound like something happened. So three could work. What can you tell me about them? Name, eyes, age. I don't care about that. We can get that from someone else probably. What did they hang him for if not rape? 5 is good. I like 5. Why was there a bullet in his head? Well, they wanted to kill him. 5 is a better version of that question. How do the Hardy Boys know about you? Well, she's been here for a long time. And they fucking sit downstairs and drink all the time. Thank you for telling us all of this. I'm not going to do that one. So 5, I think, is the best. What did they hang him for? Not rape.
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. but you probably know all about it.
Well, we did figure it had something to do with the strike. He was sent here from those people. Oh, well. That's what we were told. He was sent from the company, right? To negotiate, maybe aggressive negotiations.
And his role in this strike was what?
Intimidation, I would guess.
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines.
Wild Pines.
And against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
Is she a lady of the night?
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
Okay. I still think he was here for intimidation. Are you sure you weren't raped? I'm still not going to ask that one. What can you tell me about him? I'll go with one. Titus asked you to spice things up for us?
Pretty much.
Oh. Well, he did not give her a whole lot of motivation to do that. She's just going to tell us up front.
Warming them.
Warming them. Oh, warming her hands on the coffee. Well, it was snowing. What did happen between
We
you?
partied.
Like a birthday party? No. What kind of partying? The kind I do? My bloated face.
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
No, not harder than me. No one parties harder than me. I didn't know it was physically possible.
Oh, it is. You're still alive.
Oh shit. Did he die on accident?
What did you do when you partied?
Did he overdose and they put a bullet in his head to hide it? Well, no. The hanging was to hide the bullet.
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically.
Weeks? Holy hell.
We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
Oh, she liked him.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
I'm sure quite a bit. Were feelings involved? I don't think either of these matter. Understood.
Mm-hmm.
Must have been hard for you seeing him there.
Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
Again, the bathroom window's like on the ceiling. Basically, at the ceiling.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant.
It's probably why she didn't stick to the story. She's not happy that he's dead.
He takes a small step closer.
Don't do that.
You called us, the RCM.
Ah. That's why she's so forthcoming.
Yes.
Hell yeah. That's in one of these. Who made the call? Ugh.
Jackpot.
The call, reporting the hanging. That was you?
I made it.
Yeah, see,
And
there
I
it
would
was.
appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Oh, and snitches end up where? In ditches with stitches. Which means the assaulter who attacked the snitcher beat him up, gave him a nasty cut, and then stitched him up before rolling him into a ditch.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
Yeah, right? Yeah, we wouldn't tell anyone. Before we go on, if it's snitching, then why do it? I'm not gonna do that. Disguise.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
Nicked it? I don't care.
With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
Sounds pretty clever. But you just need to muffle your voice, I would think.
So that's why the phone is out of order. She tampered with the whirling landline.
You broke the landline downstairs.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
It seems like you knew what you were doing. Why go through all the trouble?
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the Union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
I'd believe that.
Thank you for making the call, miss. 'Twas the right thing to do.
Twas.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there.
So she wanted him down. It took us fucking forever to bring him down, too. What can you tell me about him? I guess now I can do that.
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his... I don't know. Hair.
Okay.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
Yeah. Why was there a bullet in his head?
Bullet? They shot him too?
Two?
I'm not picking up on any theatre craft here, sir. The pause is sincere.
They stripped his clothes and they shot him?
Oh, she is not happy with the Hardy Boys.
You mean after they hanged him?
I'm confused. Sorry.
I need you to clarify, though.
So am I. Were you aware that he had also been shot, miss?
She clearly wasn't.
Things are starting to go a little over my head here. I thought he was hanged. I was not present when they did it. I don't know what happened. I just know what they told me. And Sylvie, the bartender.
Sylvie quit.
This is beginning to get confusing for you too, and we don't like that.
We don't
Where
like
was she
that.
last Sunday night?
Where were you when this happened?
Cowering. I was cowering downstairs with Sylvie.
I can see that. How do the Hardy Boys know you?
They're frequent guests downstairs. They have a booth for union members. They're probably down there now.
Yeah? How did you meet?
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Did you party?
A little, yeah.
Not as much as with the victim, though.
Like you partied with the deceased?
Yeah, just not as much.
No, not as hard.
See, I already said that. I'm ahead of it.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
Titus, probably.
I have.
Which one?
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
Okay, thank you for telling us all this.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Probably because of all the rain, which has now stopped, apparently, in this conversation.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
I had something else before we go, a little thing. What is
She
it?
nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
I guess just the top one.
Clasier Amandu.
What is your specialization?
Something stupid.
What's that?
Oranese lit. Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university.
Okay, back
Back
to
to
you.
me.
That's it for the record.
The record. So official.
I don't care about these.
Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m. drinking coffee, most likely.
Coffee? Surprises me. Alright, I guess, well, let's leave here, then I'll talk to Kim. Let's go downstairs. Okay, now I'll talk to Kim. What's up, Kim?
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys.
Yeah, I agree.
Half their reasoning just went out the window.
Think this will make them cooperate? Probably not.
Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan.
Hushed voice. Why did she tell us all of that? Well, because they killed him, and she seemed to have liked him. That's my guess.
What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
I don't think that's it. Not sure she had to lie. I wouldn't have known.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her.
Something's off.
You think so? She seemed forthcoming. Unusually so. Being forthcoming about some things is a good way to obscure other things.
Yeah.
The best liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back here soon enough.
As long as it's before 11. And I'm gonna get more water. Okay. Let's go talk to the Hardy Boys. Quick save it. Confront Hardy Boys. Specifics, height, build, etc. I'll probably get that after I talk to the Hardy Boys. I have so many clues now. Making some serious progress.
What is it?
Oh, you didn't say the thing about the clowns. Rape victim again. Oh shit, which one should I do? Rape victim. I'll just go jump right into
Fuck.
it.
I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
Damn, bitch.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Oh, you kind of did.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
Mm-hmm. I bet.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down. And she doesn't fucking trust you.
I don't believe him.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you call a rape victim, is a crazy bitch.
This is a diversion. Stay on track.
This is not staying on track. She told me the truth. Yeah, there we go. That's staying on track.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her.
His
What are you gonna do about it?
become fists.
What's he gonna do about it?
You went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking...
Ooh, what's he gonna do?
Hit you. Duck.
Okay, I'm gonna duck.
Titus Hardy. Everett personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried.
Ooh.
Am I understood?
Ooh.
When she's angry, she emphasizes the S. It gives her voice a strangely hypnotic quality. Her lips barely move as she speaks.
What, all S's? Everett personally. So that S. Take care of this. So just understood. Maybe all the S's. Oh, saying too many S's makes me feel all lispy.
Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Look, Copper. We know that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape.
Do we?
Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
I feel like that would have came up sooner if that were true.
Here, jerkwad. Listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
I don't think we called him that.
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters, a mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point, you don't need to.
I'll listen to it. I wonder if I can listen to it away from them. Why should I care about... You lied to me.
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you a cop for, then?
Because if it were real evidence, it would have come up sooner. That's why.
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They are fucking keeping a score on their bulletin boards.
I mean, not untrue, I bet.
I won't be on your bulletin board.
Yeah, you will.
If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
There's a lot of questions. If you ask them now, they'll just keep bringing up the tape. Listen to it, and they'll have nothing to hide behind.
Fine. Where can I listen to it?
we can find a tape player.
Where can I listen to this? Why don't you try shoving it up your ass, genius?
Dang, there's so many people I want to roundhouse kick like I did the other guy.
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
Although, Those are all pretty lame.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
I think the little shop has a tape player.
Your room had one. Or maybe it's too broken.
Definitely too broken. I'll get back to the investigation.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy.
Yeah, I'll listen to
You
it.
do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
I feel like I won't need that reminder. Okay. I don't actually want to do any of these. I want to do one of these. Unlock. -2 half-light. Just while I'm learning it. What does half-light do for me? Half-light. Threaten people. Oh, I do like to threaten people. Okay, what about -2 encyclopedia? What am I doing encyclopedia? Takes me down to a 2. Both of them takes me down to a 2. Encyclopedia comes up a lot. Half-light doesn't come up as much. So I'm going to go ahead and go with this one here. Internalize. 1 hour, 25 minutes. That doesn't sound too bad. I can talk to Joyce if it's not done by the time I'm done. Oh, you know what? Let's go buy some meds. So I don't kill over and quit or die or any other thing. Oh, it's raining again. The fucking weather here. What? Those aren't the flowers? Then why do I care? Why did it come up?
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays,
Plus
and
3 morale. I'll buy that.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Plus 1 morale. Plus 3 health. I'll do that one.
Okay, here. I hope
I'll have
Saint
$20
Baptiste makes
for
you feel
tomorrow.
better or something.
What? Oh, shut up. I'm gonna leave. Okay. I passed some time. Alright, let's go check out the pawn shop. I think they have a tape player. Hopefully I don't have to buy it. Just use it. The guy's pretty drugged out of his mind. Maybe he won't notice. It's up here a bit.
The boomboxes wait on the shelves. And your boombox, that gold and amber Harmon Waushi, stares at you longingly with its tape reel eyes.
I'll just play a tape real quick.
Sorry, man. I can't be giving out freebies. Never have, won't now.
Is it all in working order?
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres.
I can't
Even
buy
though
it, so it's gotta be a way to use
I
it.
don't really like music. Is the
Oh,
Harmon
I can't buy it.
Waushi
12? Fuck.
W2,
That's a lot of
made
money.
in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel formats. 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
A police discount. Let's do
A
that.
discount? I do have to keep the lights on.
Remember,
Wonder if I
he
can sell him
doesn't
something.
like music. He likes sounds. The Door Gunner Megamix is his type of tape. Certainly, he'd give you a discount if he knew you'd play something so experimental.
I've got the Door Gunner Megamix here.
4 real is offensively low, but just this one.
Hell yeah.
For the
Fuck.
music, concrete, cop.
Hell yes.
And here you are, quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever, turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
That's a weird thing to say, man. Okay, I'm not gonna listen to it in here. Well, I might as well listen to it in here. In case it doesn't fucking work. Door Gunner Megamix.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader.
Play the tape.
You push, command set, and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
What does that mean?
The harbor. That's the son of a Kvalson crane.
Kvalson crane.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too.
That's why he said Soldier of the Apocalypse.
Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice room. I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally.
Why is this being recorded?
I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arete on your porter reel. The tape stops spinning.
What was that at the very end?
End of recording.
Oh, okay. What do you think?
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
He also sounded inebriated, yeah?
Still.
I want to say the other
It seemed
thing.
authentic enough.
Yeah.
Probably
He did say
recorded off
he's
the
going to
shortwave,
do it. He can't
then
edit words into
edited
someone's
to
mouth.
seem more incriminating. Indeed, but
Okay, that didn't go anywhere. Who's this Cordy? Did it say Cordy somewhere? Let's look. Right here. I'm doing this shit. I'm gonna tear the place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. Cordy, a real nice one. None of those rooms are real nice, I bet.
one of the other mercenaries, I think. The one he was talking to. A friend of his?
Yeah, well, what's Kohoi?
A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about.
A village. Okay, you think he was there?
Who knows?
Probably.
Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. Or maybe Kohoi is just merc talk for atrocity, slaughter.
Saigon.
A symbol of soldier of the apocalypse style conduct in a civil environment.
Okay, what now?
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony, at least to some degree.
Not a lot, but some. Great. Tools. I have a tool? Oh, I have the tape player. Okay. Okay. Get out of here. Let's go talk to Khaleesi or whatever. And the rain has stopped. Outrageous. I want to talk to that lady who quit. I feel like she would have a lot of information. Go back in here. Is there any more information to find in here? Probably not. Let's go upstairs. There's another door here. I wonder where that goes. Let's look at that first.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
The same? Okay, I'm not gonna kick it. She's right there looking at me. Push.
It's barred from the inside. Sounds like it's heavy, too.
Very certain. Where does
I
it
don't
lead?
know. It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also your mysterious blue kitchen door.
It's not my mysterious door, Kim.
I don't know. The further we get, the more this building seems to be tied to the case. The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant.
Not that important, probably. Let's talk to her.
Officer,
Okay.
what brings you up here in the rain?
Let's talk more about this assault. According to where deceased states his intentions, commit rape. Could be roleplay. Or locker room talk, right? Grabbed by the pussy.
She puts her coffee cup down.
Where? All the way on the ground? Or did she put it over here?
With a soft ring, as the porcelain meets the metal table.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused.
He identifies you as the target. Calling it rape doesn't make it rape if the other party consented. Right? That's roleplay.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
I don't know.
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via a de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
Yeah. Those are the exact words.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
Picks the cup back up. No longer worried.
A memory surfaces in her tired neocortex. It's not entirely unpleasant.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
Oh, he said that too.
He liked the way it sounded when he said it. As to Kohoi?
Lights a new cigarette with the butt of her. With the butt of her. The butt's the part you put your mouth on, right? I guess the butt's the filter, and if the other side is still lit, I don't know. It's a weird phrase.
He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
What does that mean? Machismo? Probably machismo. Probably not trying to scare people, though. No. That was his job, right? Come here to intimidate. I don't think that matters to her. Machismo.
Yes, was he bragging?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. To keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
Persona. Probably not coping. Doesn't sound like he was ashamed of what he did. Look, it's fucking raining again. What's the weather here? And the catchphrase? No, because it's not a catchphrase, so persona.
Running joke.
Ugh,
I was gonna say
none
running
of them.
joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that.
Dude, she was into him.
He was like the Seminoles conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezut all rolled into one person, then cast in Norani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
Dude, that's weird. Right? That's fucking weird. Like, I was in the army, and I never wore my shit unless I had to. Even in Afghanistan, I would try not to wear my stuff if I didn't have to. I climbed mountains. I would not take my body armor up there with me because shit was heavy. Fucking don't wear it in the shower. Man. He is the douche. I mean, he shouldn't have been killed for being a douche. Slapped around a little, maybe. Weren't you afraid? No. You like this kind of stuff? Yeah. Romantically? These are kind of the same question, right? I'll go 2.
We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Kohoi here.
Is that your first love? I mean, you like what you like. Oh, I clicked.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? In Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
What kind of man was he? Before you go, ask for details. She seems okay to talk about it.
Hey, that was one of my things.
Thank you for clearing
Ask that question.
Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
Well, I have more
She
questions for her.
takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
This one.
Like, for example, his name?
His name would be good.
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
Lely. It's gotta be short for something. Leland? There's another, not Leland. There's another name. Shit. Doesn't matter.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad.
Oh.
It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently.
Army names are
He said
usually
his real
last
name
names.
wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
You could interpret a last name as like your dad's name. But army names are usually your last name. And they do nicknames sometimes. But usually a last name or something based on your last name. Sometimes you can do where you're from. Maybe not so much in modern day America. Because there wasn't like, doesn't matter.
Lelystad. That's a good start.
Right,
We have a
write
few
it down.
questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
Yeah.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations recorded neatly in blue ink.
Khaleesi isn't saying this. Why does it say this? It should be one of my internal personalities right here.
Everything left
Logic.
to be clarified
It should
is
be
in
logic.
the column on the left.
Okay, where is Lelystad? I don't care that much about that. Me personally. Maybe my character as a cop might, but doesn't seem relevant. Kim probably knows. How old was he? His eye color. I feel like your eye color wouldn't change just because you die, right? He had a tattoo. That I care about. What did it mean? Perhaps miss it was communism that killed him. Ooh, I think we're finished. No, I'm gonna go with tattoo.
Oh, that.
Yeah, what did it represent?
It was a map of his life and the places he visited as a soldier. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
Many tattoos are. How so?
How? Imagine him lying in bed.
I would like not to.
Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
If you're laying out in bed, no shirt on, scarred, tattooed, you don't need the pickup line anymore.
Is this Orani's lit?
Is this Orani's lit? I'm not going to interrupt.
He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands.
But again, you're not seeing that until he's already, maybe not sealed the deal, but, gotten you into your room, shirt off, in the bed.
And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?"
Yeah, I have a tattoo for that reason, but it's not on my chest, it's on my arm. When people ask me about it, I like to talk about it, but it's on my arm, visible without declothing.
And he says, "That was too hardcore.
I
Don't
don't-
ask me about that."
I don't say that.
So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths."
Okay. My tattoo isn't for that. I like to talk about my tattoo. It doesn't have crazy emotional importance like that. It's more scientific in nature, but doesn't matter.
And so it goes. Star after star, port after port, third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
See, mine doesn't represent horrible things. It represents awesome things. You can ask me about that another time. You were the woman.
Oh, yeah.
What do they mean? Hand her the photo. Oh, I have the photo. Good for me.
No, thank you.
Ugh.
I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
Fair enough. That was pretty wrong of me to do.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Aranya needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort.
Killer Academy.
Then he killed some people on the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Not a very fun story. Thanks for clearing that up. Not a very fun story.
It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when you're sober. A change of topic?
Yeah, you don't want to talk about that anymore. Where is it? I don't care. How old was he? You know what? I'll be right back. Have to use the bathroom. Okay. What else do I care about? I don't care about communism killed him. I mean, politics play a part in all of this, but we're talking about micro, right? Not macro. Communism's macro. We're talking about one strike, one area. How old was he? I think I care about that. Seems important. How old was he?
He was 42.
Oh. Just a direct answer. More of them should be like that.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
Well, he'd been dead for a week, Kim. Chill.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no.
Makes her smile. Dang, she liked this lad.
We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
I think he lied to a lot of people, though. If he uses tattoos to, like... Yeah, I'm just saying you could have made those stories up, other than the scars.
Looks like you were right, officer.
Yeah, right? Remember I made that point?
Points sound good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die.
Points are good. Yeah, I like points. Better not mention it. Yeah, I won't mention it.
The young woman looks at you, then the lieutenant, then you.
Why? Okay, were his eyes blue?
Yes. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies. It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face.
I can understand why that's strange.
Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
Really?
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth.
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
And those eyes, those light blue eyes, they always get you the fucking eyes.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember.
We saw his hair.
Brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine. Made oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
Was it long hair? Now I don't remember what he looked like. Did he have long hair? Where is Lillystad? I don't care, but
In
it might come
Oranje,
up.
officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
A nowhere town.
The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities. It's made of agricultural plots near the border of Gotvold. Executive summary: cows, silos, and wheat.
Okay.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
Oh, I was almost right. Great. Moving on.
Her eyes follow yours on the piece of paper.
Okay, fine. I'll ask it. But I feel like it's not important.
Is the Union communist? They're a couple of shades pinker than that.
A
No?
micro-communist.
Social Democrats.
Right. Does pinker mean more right? Social Democrat sounds more right than communist.
They're not hardcore in that way, is what I'm trying to say. What are we talking about anyway? This politics shit is a lot in the morning. Is it even morning?
No. We established it is not morning.
I think she's just tired. She doesn't know what you meant by that. And can you blame
See, I knew that was stupid. That was a stupid question. I shouldn't have asked it. I think we're finished.
All right.
Task complete. He puts the slip back in his notes and observes the young woman for a moment. Hey, creep, chill.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
Must be sitting here on this tiny little table getting fucking rained on. Let's talk more about the assault. Nice room you've got. Say it, see what happens.
It's pretty deluxe.
Deluxe. What are you doing here in the whirling rags? You know, I care about this suddenly.
I'm wintering.
Not helpful.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
Well, why here, though?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
Whirling, because it's the only hotel, so Martinez, I guess.
I heard this is where the washed-up disco has-beens go.
Dang, what is that? I mean, this game is called Disco Elysium. What is disco to everything? 200 cars have a disco has-been. Yeah, what's she, 25? I think it was said.
I'm really not.
Okay. Prescription drug. I'm not going to tell her that I went through her stuff. Where does that door lead to? Yeah, that I want to know.
No idea, officer.
Damn it. That window's new.
It is.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook.
Okay. I would like to follow up on the window.
Okay.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
Legendary. Volition. My volition is terrible, I bet. Where's volition? Oh, here it is. Oh, you know what? I mean, 4 is not super high. It started with a 2. It's my worst one. Volition. Hold yourself together. Keep your morale up. I haven't checked my chances on it yet. 42. That's not bad. Slight confusion about bullet. Standard anti... why not? Look her in the eye.
She looks back. Time moves slowly. The triangles of her face rearranging into a weary smile. Don't worry. We will protect you from her beauty. We will consult you through the reefs and sounds of her persona.
Thanks.
We will see through deceits. You are shielded. You are wise.
Yeah, I am. Look at my fucking face. I'm so smart.
You are advised. There are muscles on long white bones that line her limbs, just below the silver jumpsuit.
I'm gonna avert my eyes. I don't like what's happening here.
Moment ends. It was brief, no longer than 2.2 seconds.
Pretty specific. Again, why does it say Khaleesi instead of electrochemistry, drama, suggestion, volition? What? Why not one of those? Okay, I noticed... No, I'm not going to do that one. Your room again, so-called assault.
Not my favorite topic, but okay.
No, I don't. Let's go back.
How about we...
Later. Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42.
That's what you said, yes.
Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity.
It's not weeks, just weak.
He was 42 years old.
Okay.
How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder?
I don't think that matters.
You could ask either one of them.
Oh, how old do you think I am? Yeah, I'm gonna ask her. Well, Kim's probably much better at this kind of oh, if she's a lady of the night. They both would be good to ask, I would think. Turn around, she's right in front of me. I'm gonna turn around.
Huh. How old do I think you are?
She seems honest, right? I mean, Kim would be honest, too.
She's buying time to formulate the best answer.
I don't know. 1 million years old?
Damn!
21? 17? How old are superstar police officers usually?
Let's see. I mean, my hair's all brown still. I mean, a lot of alcohol. I mean, I doubt I'm 35, but enough alcohol and smoking and shit. I could be. But I mean, I myself am 36, and I have grays coming in already. This guy is all brown. So I'm going to go 45.
You're not.
55. Fuck you, Kim.
Sure he is. You know, age is just a number.
Oh, that's a saying that is said by the, well, people we don't like.
Yes, but for him that number is higher than 45.
Shut up, Kim. Fuck.
Wait. This requires scientific measurements.
Well, certainly someone would know my birthday. I'm not afraid of the truth. Yeah, I don't care if I'm 55.
To the laboratorium.
I don't want to go to the laboratory. Alright. Let's get out of here. I have a new thing. Date of birth generator. Let's see. Your face looks like it's 58. Your body feels like it's 60. That's the hangover. Your mind feels like it's lived for 1 day or 100. 100 days is not a long time. 1 day and 100 days are the only difference between those two dates, being alive 1 day and 100, is motor skills, right? After 100 days, you're not even 3 months old, 3.5 months old. So let's see, I have 2 kids. After 3.5 months, they are still doing almost nothing, right? They can't crawl. So they don't have fine motor skills. They don't even have, what's the opposite of fine motor skills? Gross motor skills. They can wiggle their arms a little better. They can see a little better. Doesn't matter. I'm off topic here. Both longer than they ought to be. Mine feels like it's lived for 1 day. The day and the century. But for how long? Then has this thing attached to your sentience walked the planet's crust? Okay. Well, I'm not going to internalize that right now. Look, I'm over halfway done with my conscience. What's that cricket? Jiminy Cricket. He would have this sorted in no time. Let's go downstairs. Okay, do I need to talk to Hardy Boys again? I bet I do. Let's check my notepad. Probably Kim's notepad. He keeps all the notes. Victim's tattoos. Ask another about the tattoos' possible meaning. The Door Gunner Mega Mix. I don't know why it's called that, but used it to good effect to buy the tape player on the cheap. I need more money, though. I need to pay Gart tomorrow. I need 5 more real. What does this door do? Dang it, hiccups.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimpled lock. It's painted. It could be connected to the barred door upstairs.
No, it couldn't. It's on the first floor. The other one's on the 3rd floor. They can't be connected. I picked up 3 times now. I don't do that. Oh, quick save. Where are you going? I want to look at this window. I think I've already looked at it, though. Move, Titus.
The dock workers. A ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
Okay, I'm going to percept it.
There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches. Light yellow. Faded with time. A tiny splash of color in the blackness of the thicket. Hanging from it, a bronze key.
Ooh.
Someone hid the key in the bush and attached a yellow ribbon to make it easier to find. It's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open and just take it. Surely not a coincidence.
Someone's hid a key in the bush. Point at the window. Who am I talking to? Hopefully not Titus. Ah, it's Titus. I need your guys. Oh, he doesn't want to do that. Can you... Let me slide by. Let me slide by.
I don't know about that. I'm comfortable here. Don't think any sliding would really help right now.
Which, that must be this guy right here. Because he's got some green. I know, like, it's white here and black here, but the green makes me think it's this guy. And the hair. Well, okay, no, not the hair. That's a lie.
Sorry, fucko.
Whoa.
Looks like you're gonna have to go
Whoa.
bush diving. Good fucking luck with that. The Hawthorn's got a bitch of a bite.
You know what? I have 3 health remedies and 3 health charges, so maybe I will.
I'm gonna enjoy the sight of you in the bushes out there.
With a loud thud, the old man stands up, pushes the window open, grabs the key from the hawthorn branch, and slides it across the table to you.
Old man. Oh, this guy. That must be this one here. Right. It's not this one, because I looked at this window. And this guy is clearly African in descent, or whatever they call it in this game. So it must be him. Nice fella.
The key is brass. Workshop
I don't care about the metal.
is etched into its bow. The old man closes the window and sits back down in silence.
There's a lot of race kind of subtext. Not even subtext, I guess, a lot of the time in this game. So there's got to be a tie-in with him being black and most everyone else being white. I mean, this guy looks black, but I don't think he spoke up at all. It's mostly these two. Maybe a little bit, no, this guy right here. Okay, continue.
Come on, man. We were just having some fun. Where's the harm in?
See, that's this one. Because he has a hat. Red hat. And this is the fat one. He's not the fat one.
I'm tired of listening to your shit.
Ooh, he talked. Theo. That's a good name, Theo. I know a kid named Theo. My daughter's friends with that Theo. Thank you. Yeah, I want to thank him. Does anyone know why this key was... I don't care about that. Look at the key in your hand. I wonder what door does it open. I'm going to say thank you. I appreciate that.
Don't thank me. I don't give 2 shits about your key.
Oh, okay. I wonder what door it opens.
It could open the door in the kitchen. The blue door.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It says workshop spare. Maybe there's a workshop there?
Maybe.
It's worth a try.
Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm going to talk to Titus. Did I quick save? I don't remember. It's a delicate situation, okay? There's race and rape.
It's you again. What is it?
What a game to try to stream, right? Especially one of my earlier games to stream. like, there's a lot of traps for political correctness. I want to talk about the hanging. About the tape. Yeah. And?
He tenses immediately. Chest tightens. Jaw sets. Ready for another blow.
Yeah, he's not happy with the direction this is going. And nothing. She stands by what she said. That's not a strong argument. Fuck, why don't I have a stronger argument?
That fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
Okay.
That fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her.
Yeah, that's... I figured. Gold, it was just locker room talk. I wonder what we're talking about with locker room talk. I'm not going to say who we're talking about. It just, it's a trump card. It was dark stuff, but didn't prove anything. It didn't change her mind. Yeah, it was bad. No, I'm not going to go with that one. I expected it to have more effect. She pretty much laughed it off, Titus. Dang. 4 is good. 1 is good. Kind of like meta. Right? Pull myself out of the game. See what they're playing at. Because when did this game come out? 2018? They had years after the fucking locker room talk debacle. Not that I know who they're talking about with locker room talk. This game is very political. And my instinct is to try to determine the political affiliation of the game designers and kind of run with that. But they like twists and turns, right? It's a detective game. You can't have a detective game without twists and turns. Otherwise, it's follow clue 1, clue 2, clue 3, clue 4. Boring. Clue 2 needs to throw you off, so you accidentally find clue 6. And that leads you to clue 4, which points you back to clue 2 that you need to re-examine. So, twists and turns. So, I mean, there's a lot of ridicule for communism, right? Left-leaning. So, this is all metagaming. I'm a D&D player. I metagame. I try to objectively remove it from my gameplay, but I have to think that this is their little nod, right? The locker room talk. So I'm going to go with that.
Locker room talk? What are you, fucking brain dead? I've been to plenty of locker rooms. They don't plan rapes there.
Somehow I don't believe him.
What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo.
Sounds upset that his plan isn't working. She did not say whoop-de-doo. I like that. It did not come as a surprise to her, and she definitely wasn't scared. It's better. I like 1, but 2 is better. I think it made her a little nostalgic. Ooh, 3's kind of good too, in a subtle way. If anything, she seemed turned on by the whole door gunning thing. I missed why we're calling it door gunning. I thought it was some word we use for the guy we bought it from, but it's expanded beyond that. I don't know why. Dang, I like all these. This is like the first one in this game where I like all the options. It did not come as a surprise. I think it made her a little nostalgic. I'm going to say 4. I think 4 is the best. Right, this guy deals with feelings and instinct. I'm going to go with 4.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Yeah. Hell yeah, Kim. That's my guy right here. Sometimes he's a pain in the ass, but...
Funny. Oh, good goddamn psycho whore.
Oh, is she talking about her or me?
Fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
He slams his giant fist on the door frame. He's nowhere near the door frame, nor does this door have a frame. Look! There's not a door. This is a privacy cover. Dang, I wish I remembered what this door looked like on the first day, Monday. Doesn't matter.
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
It sounds like I'm winning, Elizabeth. So, watch yourself.
This is just perfect. Just fucking
Dude,
perfect.
I'm a fucking detective.
Any thoughts on this, lawman?
Thoughts on what? He's trying to grind it smooth. I have thoughts.
Say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
Maybe she isn't who you thought she was. Maybe she's still in denial, you know, like a defense mechanism. That would put me in his good graces, maybe? I don't want to be in his good graces. Be straight with me, Titus. What really happened? Wrap this up. She's in who that. Dang. Good graces. I feel like I want to come back to this because it has this in parentheses. Look at me, metagaming. So I feel like I choose one of these, and I come back here, and I can do the other one. But in case I can't, which one of these do I want to pick? I don't want to pick two. I don't want him to think I'm on his side for any reason. So I'm going to go one.
Nah, I know her. She's just a girl. In over her head.
I think that's the right choice. He doesn't know her. He slept with a lady of the night. Or someone who seems to be a lady of the night. Turned on by war stories and... I don't want to call her a whore or a hooker. But she seems to make a living that way. She's not some helpless girl. She handled the mercenary well enough. One's good. She did. She's a hardcore party girl with a bigger death wish than mine. That's okay, but I guess you do know her now. I'm going with one.
Handled him? She got into some stupid shit with that guy. Shit we had to take care of.
Shit I think she wanted to get into. Not because of what she was wearing, but she seemed into this guy.
Yes, we heard all about it, and the fact still stands. You were more disturbed by the tape than her.
Yeah. See, look, I came back, so I can do both. I'm not gonna do two though. I'm gonna go to three. What really happened?
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
He put his giant face in his hands and sighs. It shows remorse, doesn't it? I feel like that's remorse. Shit, I got ice in my mouth. Sorry.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men, too, are growing increasingly silent.
It's not being given to me in the sound of the game.
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot. I know you're tired. So am I. Why don't you just...
He's gonna interrupt him. Watch. Interrupt.
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs.
We're gonna have to handle this guy. Look at his hat. It's like... It's the curve of a hat of a man you don't trust. It's uneven, but intentional. I don't trust that kind of hat.
Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck on!"
I don't think she'll care about that one bit. He throws his beer can down.
That lying, scamming. We're done.
I don't think she cares about that either.
Understand? Your little investigation is over.
Nope. Unless she kill me right now. But you have to kill Kim too. And then your lawyer, look, your lawyer right here. She's gonna have to talk to 2 entirely new RCM cops.
Yeah.
Yeah, said fucking this guy who said nothing else. Elaine. It's not a name. That's Alan. But someone threw an I in there. Alan starts saying something, then thinks best not to. Yeah, I'm watching you, Alan.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one does anything about it.
Out of the can. The can he threw down, right? Why would anyone do anything about it? These are the security around here. Gart probably can't do anything for these guys to them.
What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
It's not the Dock Workers Union. It's 7 guys. The whole union is, I assume, probably bigger than that, but we've only seen one other. And then there's the lady lorry driver.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
Ooh, Gart is upset. I still hate Gart because of his name, but I like it when he's on my side.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
Okay, Glenn's an idiot and doesn't sense sarcasm or facetiousness.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they will be.
Okay, I believe the gamers tell me this, but I feel like in real life, one of these 7 gets more loose-tongued with more beers. At least one. But statistically, it has to be 3 or 4 that get more loose-tongued with more beers. Rhetoric is... Ooh, 72%. Look at me. Strange reaction to the bullet. Everard asked to cooperate. Hell yeah. Angus can't take the pressure. Which one is Angus? Won't tell me. Will tell me up here? Angus. Angus. No, it won't tell me. Fuck it. Who cares? Angus can't take the pressure. Discussed 8th Hardy. And confronted about drug trade. Did we? Yeah, we must have, because we talked about the 8th Hardy. So I feel like those two come hand in hand. I want to talk... let's see. Convince Titus he is being manipulated. Who's manipulating him? The 8th Hardy? Probably the 8th Hardy. 72%. Obviously, a fair chance I fail this, which would be upsetting. But most likely, obviously, I will pass it. Let's see. Of course. Fuck.
Tell them how bad they got played, and they'll tell you the truth. There are many ways to go about it. All of them really good.
Yeah, but I don't have one of those. Oh, tell me they're... they aren't. Dang it. Wish I could just back out so I could try again later. I know what's going on here. I've been wrong too. No, I don't like that one. You guys are always telling me they're good and they aren't. We're talking about all the beers. Okay, I guess 2. You're gonna tell me a little story about Kim here. No. I'll go 2, I guess.
No, we fucking ain't, asshole. No one's fiddling anyone in here.
Yeah.
No, Glenn. I want to hear this. Who do you think is fucking fiddling me?
I mean, it's obviously the fucking 8th Hardy. No, I'm not gonna do it. 2. What do you think? Keep playing. Yeah, I'll go with that. Finale. The hunter becomes the hunter. That doesn't make sense. Fuck. I'm so upset that I failed that. You promised there'd be good options. Where are they? I guess 1.
I think you're losing it, Fiddleman.
No. This fucking clown is trying to get to me.
I'll get to it. Maybe not now, but I'll get to it.
Titus Hardy. Put the fiddle down. Or walk away.
I want to walk away.
Put it down, officer.
Walking away is putting the fiddle down. They're the same.
I do not understand. This fiddle played totally
Okay, I need more rhetoric.
The concept was solid, but the delivery tragically off. You sounded like a madman, not a cop.
Okay. I'm gonna take off now. I'm gonna go talk to what's her name. I have to fucking wait for him to go back to the table. How annoying. Okay. Am I done with this? Not yet. 7 hours? No. It said like 1:45, didn't it? Oh, fucking. Oh, this is 7:40. Kingdom of Conscience. 17 more minutes. Okay, just a couple more sentences and I got it. Ooh, let's go talk to what's her name about the lorry. 8th party. What is it? Not even 3 o'clock. Good thing I don't have to eat. There's a lot of clues I had to follow up on before, but I feel like I don't care about them now. Sup, chick?
You're back. Good.
Yeah?
What can I help you with? Not an umbrella, I hope. I don't need one myself, you see.
Not an umbrella. No. No need. Tell me something.
Of course.
Spoke with the lorryman on the roundabout. That's the only new thing I have. Tell me again about drug trafficking. No. Everard. But let's go number 1.
Yes, my eyes on the harbour have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered?
Who are your eyes? Yeah, see, where are these eyes located?
It doesn't really matter. And I do apologise for the surveillance. Wild Pines can't afford to be blind at a time like this.
One of the tall buildings overlooking the roundabout, most likely. That would give them a read on the entire quarter.
In any case, it's a relief to know someone has looked into it. If I may ask, will there be an official investigation? I assume you discovered there is an operation.
Yes.
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality. I'm sure you understand.
Thanks, Kim.
Of course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the rest. Now it's my turn.
Okay.
I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands.
Contain the situation. I've already heard about a connection between the lynching and strike, but I need your testimony. That's enough for now. I feel like 2's the best one.
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail.
Right, to intimidate. A momentary lapse of faith. Do you need a security? Yeah, I'll go with this one.
Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
That's what I've been saying for like an hour now.
Who are they, exactly?
Well, one's a dead guy.
Crenell, an Oranese military company. As far as
Crenell.
I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating.
Well, one of them has died, and the other one's not around, as far as I can tell.
They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
Trauma and stressor disorder? PTSD, but just TSD. No post-traumatic, just trauma. Okay.
So, what happened?
Okay, yeah, let's get into
The
it.
story is, one of them, the Colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him.
We've learned all this already.
He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night.
Last Sunday night, that was 3 days ago, which is wrong. Because it would have been, it's Tuesday, Monday, Sunday, it's 2 days plus 7, 8, 9. 9 days ago. What then?
Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbour. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenell contractors carry out their orders, for now.
For now, the remaining 2 Crenell carry out their orders. I haven't seen them, I don't think. Crenell's the security contractors.
It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
Okay. I don't want that, I feel like, as a detective.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Thanks, Kim.
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
Okay, that's 7 and or 8 of these, the people in the bar I was talking to. You've made a mess here. I don't think she did it. Maybe she did. I have to say, this is not disco. No. Maybe the investigation can team up, share resources and intelligence. I like that. Boy, oh boy, is that not good. I mean, that's okay, but let's go 3.
Surely you're joking. These people are killers. My only hope is that yours provides a single concrete suspect before they indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put,
Mainsail. Must be this bar right here.
if you don't pin this on someone good and do it fast,
I don't want
they
to pin
will
it.
identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
Okay, one guy there is cool. So 6 of them are not. And they all equally claimed responsibility. So they all claimed responsibility because they thought they all couldn't be punished. But it sounds like a team is ready to punish all of them. You can't just claim responsibility for a crime and then not expect the punishment. I mean, I don't know the rules of this world. I don't know about due process or shit like that. But if the reparations, if the punishment for murder is death in this world, and they all claim to be a part of it, and so they all get death, I mean...
The débardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Okay. I don't know who the débardeurs have. Has that come up, the débardeurs? Débardeur.
Have you ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty.
No, it's only been winter the entire time I've been here.
The Serai's giant hornet, the world's 2nd largest insect, can kill 40 honeybees a minute, while a group of 30 can decimate an entire hive of 20,000 bees in less than 4 hours.
That seems barely relevant.
These men work in tandem using semi and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all.
I have no armor or a weapon.
As I said, a bloodbath.
Isn't this a pretty bleak scenario you're describing? I can't say I have too many things would have to go wrong first. Personally, I'm a number 1. My character, the drunk-ass cop, inevitable. He would think this, but I don't. See? This is where I struggle, right? I'm gonna go with 1.
Too many things have already gone wrong. Nameless, badgeless detective of the citizens' militia.
Whoa! That feels like a personal attack.
All we can do is keep that which is not from following suit. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation.
One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court. Crenell. Let's ask about Crenell.
Not much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell.
That's a stupid name.
They boast a long list of clients. Saint-Baptiste, Welchman-Lorenz, Eintracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in 3rd or 4th world countries. Guarding facilities, escort missions and such.
Is that a warning sign? Someone has to guard them, I assume. As long as they're there. I mean, you can get political and talk about why they aren't there, whether they should or should not be there. But otherwise, you're going to protect it. Long list of clients. Saint Baptiste. Watchman Lawrence. I don't have a decision to make right here.
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
Okay.
Yes. All the good conflict corridors. Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminese Islands. Countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil.
Oh.
Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources. If you still have access to the ICP's database,
I don't.
You could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is charged with coordinating law enforcement activities in complex multinational investigations. Their database is the single largest source of information in the world.
Sounds handy.
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP now?
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I'd be dealing with a group like Crenell.
So Crenell's a group. Tell them to call them off?
I have. And they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here.
So
Until they do, it's all on us.
They hired a rogue unit. I don't think I've run into any of them. Unless they're hidden as like a bookstore owner or pawn shop owner.
She's being truthful. She is pressing them as hard as she can.
You said the deceased assaulted a woman. We've been over that. This colonel, the one who was hanged, did you know him? Yeah, let's go with that.
If you mean did I see him alive? Yes. But I did not know him.
Yeah, we don't know his name yet.
Lely. His service name.
That's not a real name.
Most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one.
Slowly. Anything else? Nationality? We know that stuff. So,
one is a man. Corty, they call him.
Stupid
a
name.
nickname as well. The other a woman. Phyllis DePaul.
Ooh, that's the one.
Corty is the gunner, I believe. DePaul is a radio operator.
Phyllis. Cordy is the gunner. Okay. Cordy, they call him. Nickname. Phyllis DePaul. Cordy's a gunner. Radio operator. DePaul. So the woman's a radio operator.
What would you say was his eye color? The deceased.
She closes her eyes,
Light blue it
trying
was.
to picture the man's face, then shakes her head.
She doesn't know it.
Can't remember.
Pang of regret. Why would there be regret?
The lieutenant was testing her, asking a small detail first to see if she knew him better than she let on. She passed.
Yeah, I feel like she's good at that kind of thing.
That's all right, man. Anything else? Nationality? What would you say was his age?
42, I think, as we know.
He was 40. Or 50. It's
In that
hard
range.
to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age. Or gauge his facial expressions.
This matches the dental reconstruction we saw on the body. And Classier also mentioned it, I believe. What else? Nationality? Accent?
Accent is good.
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent, Oranese, or Messinian, maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own.
That's not handy.
In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it. Through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once.
Okay, contained situation. Assaulted a woman. We've been over that. Where are the remaining 2 marks? I want to know that.
They've gone to ground, as it were.
What does that mean?
I recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth.
I don't care. They're not going to shoot anyone who approaches them, right?
They don't have the same respect for the Revachol Citizens Militia as I do.
RCM.
To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting.
I still want to talk to them? Yeah, I still need to know where they are. Directly. I can't do that if we don't know where they are. Okay, we're still clear now. I want to know where they
You're
are.
likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
But you're going to be? So, look, 97%. Where are the mercenaries?
One is obviously the scab leader at the harbour gates. The one chanting the idiotic slogans. He's barely maintaining his disguise.
Okay, the front man of the lorry drivers.
The other has a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you while you were canvassing the lorry.
Vantage point south of the roundabout. One must be the goon and ill-fitting work clothes. Okay.
That may be so. I still hope you heed my advice. There's no need to kick the hornet's nest.
Right to work. That's that first one.
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe, the situation at the gate is a powder keg. Does this not bother you?
He says catastrophe. Catastrophe. Kim.
Of course it bothers me, Lieutenant. But my hands are tied.
Damn.
How would my employer react if it appeared I were intervening on behalf of the Union?
You can intervene on behalf of ending the strike.
Your concern may be appearances. Ours is keeping the peace.
One is probably in a building overlooking the roundabout. The only person I've had overlooking... Well, there's a giant man, racist man on top that I punched in the throat and then kicked. One is the guy on the railing. He can overlook it. And I guess the Khaleesi girl we talked to, she's in a building overlooking the whole thing, but something tells me she's not a part of it. One is probably...
Would afford a good vantage point. In any case, it's practically inaccessible.
Why? They got there.
Where is your radio for contacting them, if I may ask? Do you have an earpiece?
Maybe it's that door we couldn't get through at Khaleesi's room?
Heavens no. I'm not an undercover agent. There's a short wave at the ship's wheel.
I had another question.
I hope I can answer it better.
Assaulted a woman.
Or he didn't.
Yeah,
This is
that one.
information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it.
What did they
That
say?
the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit.
None of this is
seems to be the
news.
accepted story around Mark.
This does not come as news to us.
See, that's what I said. I just
For
said
your
that.
knowledge, where did this assault take place, if you know?
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the colonel was drunk. Maybe on narcotics, too.
Yeah, because the girl he supposedly assaulted was all about that shit.
Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later,
Yeah.
a group of dock workers got their hands on
Another
him.
one we were talking about. We have it under control. And who? Yeah, that
Good.
one.
Then you've made progress. It's
Okay.
imperative that you move fast.
That's
The
enough for
traveler,
now.
I'm sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can
Oh,
help you,
tattoos.
of course. Excuse my hesitation before.
For
Okay,
about
she
half a
looks at
minute,
it.
in silence.
It's a long time in a conversation.
She wears fingerless gloves. Her fingernails are cut short and fractured, like those of a working woman.
It was taken with a Trigat not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his hands or legs.
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface.
What do you think?
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars. I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent.
bias on a microcircuit, I guess.
Close. Port cities. This is an Oronese map of the waterways, a sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the Dolorian century. Over 300 years ago, the sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels.
Okay. What does he use?
The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad. This is a sort of contraption to be reeled back in by. The silver cord, they would call it.
What travels did the dead man make? Who could tell me more? What
Quite
travels?
a few. Vredefort, the Oronese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started somewhere near here, I think.
Where's here?
What next?
What next?
Then he made his way to the Pretto Grande, through what I think must be the Stutz Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Pretto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, first the Semnes Islands, then this.
It was hard. What is it?
Revachol. Those are the two constants. Vredefort on the shoulder, and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde, at the dawn of the Inter-Easlary Age.
Boy, she knows her history, right?
The old world passing by, and the new world already here.
Thanks, conceptualization.
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning.
Who could tell me more? Could
His
use.
platoon members? The other contractors, though I do not suggest you go and show them that picture. This man was their friend and comrade.
But they know he's been killed. They know he's dead. Right? They can maintain a professionalism about them. I need the information. Mark it down. Ask the mercs. Yeah, I'm gonna do that one.
Do what you have to do, detective. I don't think deciphering that tattoo should come before public security.
Oh,
but if
depends.
you should wade into the mob to find out, I couldn't stop you.
No, you couldn't.
We will be careful now.
It's all for the tattoos.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Nope. Okay, what am I thinking about?
Kingdom of Conscience.
Ooh, nice. I think I
The
read all
Kingdom of
this.
Conscience will be exactly as it is now. Moralists don't really have beliefs. Sometimes they stumble on one, like on a child's toy left on the carpet. The toy must be put away immediately, and the child reprimanded. Centrism isn't change, not even incremental change. It is control over yourself and the world. Exercise it. Look up at the sky, at the dark shapes of the coalition airships hanging there. Ask yourself, is there something sinister in moralism? And then answer, no. God is in his heaven. Everything is normal on earth.
Okay, I accept. What do I get from this? Learning cap for volition increased to 5. Learning cap. Just a cap of these? Volition and logic. Volition. I'm so far from that. And logic. I haven't put anything into logic. Look how many points I have to go. Okay. Great. What do I have here? Ask scab leader about tattoos. Let's get right to work, that fella. And get the whole story from Titus. Convince Hardy Boy to tell you the whole story. I have a level up. Yeah, I have 1. Okay. I'm gonna call it for now. That's a good stopping point. But man, I think I made a lot of progress. Oh boy, I'm excited to play next time. And until next time, good night!